Come on!
Come on! Oh, yes! Just imagine that. Colin Nigel was up here with Alex. Because he did a bit of rugby, he'd probably get out, trying to get Alex involved.
Pass it! Hey, pass it! Thank you! Come on!
Yes!
Forward!
That way. Yes! Good boy!
Is that quick? You taking any?
Not yet, I will do. There's another one supposed to be coming.
Hey, move over! Forward, boys! Forward!
Come on, Ted, get moving!
Come on, Ted! Yes! Good boy, Ted!
Boys, shut up! Forward, Erastus! Forward, Erastus! Boys, push up! Pass! Well done again!
Go on, keep going!
Come on! Good boy! Good boy! Good boy!
Yeah. Is Ted off now?
Here!
Has everybody got 2 times? Yes.
That's it, I think, yeah. No, it's not. No, that's it.
Push up now, boys! Push up! Push up!
Come on, keep going down! Yeah!
Where's our club?
Referee! Referee! Finish! Ref, the air horn got gone. Keep playing! Keep playing! Keep playing for the air horn! Keep playing! Keep playing!
Okay, then. Keep on playing.
Keep going! Push up, boys, push up, push up, push up. Get it, get it.
Good boy.
Spread out then, guys. Watch that.
God, you thought Ted would have looked at that wheel out there with the curly hair. Why is that with Ted off?
Because of the substitute. The girls off too, so
Yeah.
so she's giving them all a go.
Yeah, of course.
Give all the kids a go.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what it is with Ruby.
She's talking to everybody.
Well, if you see all that action, activity and balls and stuff, she must have joined in.
Is that it? Oh God.
What?
Maybe better over that side. No. We're doing a, what do you call it?
A scrum.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Fingertips. Ollie, move up to side a little bit. That's it.
Right, we're ignoring the klaxon apparently for this next game. So, right.
Up we go. Let's go, guys. Let's go.
Yes! Good boy!
Wake up, guys. So, youngers, wakey.
Joel.
Spread out, then, Sam.
Now, this way, Samuel, this way.
Right. Let's get those tags.
Tag.
That's it. Go on, Sam. And another one. Come on, guys, on the bench now. Ready?
Oh, somebody had a kick.
Quick, one shot, go Alex, quick!
Go,
Go Alex! Stay with him, Joel, stay with him! Go Alex!
Oh!
Up you go Alex!
got another one down.
Go on, Mia, go on, Mia.
Ollie, mate. We're going to do it. Jaden, you run on. Ollie, your tag's over there. Let's spread out a bit, guys. Give yourself some space. Ollie, up. Spread out.
Tag me out.
Oh, well done.
Tag, pass.
Go on, Will. Go on, good one.
Joel.
Tag,
Let that guy stand right in the centre of the league. Make sure you got
Back on defence, guys. Line up.
He might hurt himself. Line up, boys!
In the line, Jaden.
Spread out, spread out, spread out! Come on, come on!
Well done.
Who's there?
Pass it, go Alex!
Go on, Will.
Go,
William.
Yeah, way.
Line up, House!
Well done, William. Alex, sort your line out. Joel.
Joel, quickly, quickly.
Tag, 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 go Alex, tag!
Go on, go on, go on. Oh, yes.
Come on, House!
Alex, you alright?
Alex, stay in line. Don't rush forward because you look open the gap.
One line, Lucas. Up in the line, up in the line.
Great try! Well done, Alex, line up!
Alex, sorry, Mia.
No, you Alex.
William. Samuel.
That's it, space out, space out. Good boy, Alex, good space.
Stay your line, Alex. Stay your
Stay in
line.
line.
Onside, guys.
Pass.
So you can take a pass. In a position to take a
Tag,
pass.
tag, tag,
Good support, Ollie.
tag, tag, tag.
Get the ball.
Well done.
Right, come on. Defensive line on Samuel.
Steady line. Too far away.
Tag.
Play on, play on.
Tag, tag, tag.
Nice support. Good try.
Make sure you got 2 tags, boys. One over there, look. The tag, boys.
Is it yours, Joel? Joel, it's yours.
Line up again, guys. Good support. Good try, Tyler.
Head in line, in your line. Come on, else.
Come on, carry on. Ignore that one.
Line in your line.
Okay, take a step back, boys. One step back.
That's
it. Go on, Sam.
Stay behind it.
Pass. Well done. Get your tags, boys. Boys.
Tag.
You need to be handing the tags back, please, to the players, alright? Right, start again.
Line up defence, guys. Come up, Ollie. One line. One line, guys. One line.
Go, Ted. Follow him, Alex.
Go, Alex.
Come on, Ted. Oh, well done, Ted.
You're his backup.
Who's one of your teammates about to keep coming on?
Oh.
We'll get you another one. Okay?
In your line.
Off you go.
I went through it. Good try, well done.
Well done, Ted.
Come on then, boys, quicker.
Come on.
Come on, Else. How you come? Quicker.
Hold your line, Alex. Hold your line.
Line up, guys. Line up. Defence again.
Spread out, boys. Spread out.
The quick feet, these guys. Right, boys.
Behind him, Alex. Behind him. Come on, Ted.
Pass it, Ted. Pass it, for heaven's sake. Oh, well done, yes.
Great pass.
Alex, you're playing well.
Great pass, Alex. Don't forget the passes then. That's it. Line up, Alex. Get the tag. Get the tag. Get the tag.
Get a tag, yes.
Tag.
Yes.
Come on, Wells. One last effort.
Follow him, Sam.
Go,
Follow him.
Alex. Go, Alex. Keep going.
Alex, you're not
Good.
follow.
Yes.
Well, you can't pass to you if you're back there, can they?
You're going to move forward with him.
Right, 1 more minute, boys.
1 minute. Come on. Come on, quickly. Don't run with it. Come on.
See ya.
Tag. Great
Tags are forgotten in the heat of battle.
Come on, Alex. You've got to get one more. Go.
30 seconds.
Good boy, Johnny. Go, Alex. Go, dude. Go. Great pass.
Game over, everybody in.
Well done, boys.
Ted, you're tight. Oh no, he's got his toe.
Well played, guys.
Good boys and girls.
Get Ted to start that.
When he said give it to us.
Shake hands.
Well done, everyone.
Come on, when do I get my Christmas bag?
Thank you, ref. Cheers.
Good boy, Ted.
Oh, how's it? Nelson, how are we going to be? Your line then, guys. Line up. That's it. Fill the gap there, Becky. Come on. You're somewhere. Yeah, because we're back on time for the central timing, so yeah, we'll wait for the taxi.
Aaron, come and sit in with that lady, please.
Dad.
Going to worry about that. It's far, isn't it? Oh, yeah, we've got 2 tags on. Yeah. Sunday night. You've got 2 tags then. Just to hide everything, the best it is.
Waiting down the central. The hooter goes, they'll kick off.
Oi, you! Oi!
On time then. Come on.
Jaden, you on my team.
Start rolling around now, kids.
Get tags, guys. Go get tags, Hen. Get there. Tags.
Come on, Mia!
Tag, Henry. Next one.
Right, Ben, pass to Henry, please.
The gaps, Hen.
Oh, Ted!
Pass. Well done. Good support. Good pass.
Oh, yes, good!
Good support, guys. Well done for staying behind the ball. It's great. Good tagging again, guys. Pass, up you go.
Go on, Joel.
Next one.
Go on, Will.
Come on, cross.
Go on, Will. Go on, Will.
Go, 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 go.
Pass.
Next one, Henry, get back.
Stand.
Tag, pass, Tim.
Somebody behind him. Go on, Mia. Put it down, you'll be all right. Joel, well done.
Well done.
Good support. Well played, Joel. How else? Come on, get your defence. Head back, in the line. Yeah, well done.
Get behind Ben then.
Go on, tags, get the tags, come here.
Good boy! Where were your old lambs?
Yeah, straight through the middle. Come on.
Joe. Come on, Joe.
Wake up. Go, Ted.
Go, Ted. Go,
Forward,
Ted. Go, go, go.
forward.
Come on, Ted! Oh, yes! Come on, Ted! Oh, excellent! Good one! Good boy!
Well played, you lot. Good try.
What's happening, Joel?
Do you want to go on? Come on, you got to get on, quick. Go, go, go.
When you're ready. All right.
Go, go, go.
Go, go, go.
I was going to stay up here.
We'll do the other one as well, Joel. Steady, tied him.
Behind him, Hen.
Come on, Ted! Get that tag! Yeah, good boy!
Ted, you shot him for football.
Yeah. They last about half an hour, don't
That's not in there. That's not over the line there.
TMO that.
Yep.
Generous.
Big or a hot dog scene.
Line up, talk to each other.
It's not I'm sorry. Go on, Alex.
Go on, Alex.
Come on, Alex! Come on, Alex!
Go on, Alex.
Good boy! Oh, yes! Yes! Excellent!
Alex. Oh, go.
Go on, Ted. Don't let go. Oh, Ted.
We did Henry.
Oh, he's boots. Let go. Ted, come on.
Come on, quickly. He's
Well done. He's good.
It's Alex's tag. It's Alex's tag.
Alex.
shoot.
Can't do what, right? Come on.
Sam. Ready?
That's it. As long as you're not offside.
Get behind him there.
Go on, Alex. Go on. Go on, Alex.
Go, Alex.
Tag, pass. Go on,
Pass,
Joel.
Alex. Down, now.
Well, there you go, right.
Right now. Pass it to him. Henry, pass to Ben.
Careful.
Tiger!
Hold the ball up.
Come on, Maya, pass! Good girl, good girl! Go on!
Good pass. Brilliant, well done,
Pass on! Go on, William!
Picking the ball up. I know. Gonna go and replace me, huh? Will.
Aaron, where are you?
Well, do you want to swap for Ted? Back in try, Will. Well done. Good. Lines on the pitch today. Lucas had to use the line.
Go on, Ted! Go on, Alex! Go on, Alex! Oh, good try, yes! All right, Ted.
Great tag! Get back in the
Well done, Alex. Come on, Ted. Watch.
Keep your eyes on the ball, Ted.
Get a tag! Get a tag!
Go on, Ted.
Well done!
Oh, yeah, good.
What in the team? Boys, line up. Aidan, line up, please.
Come on, Ted.
Go on, Alex. Go on, Alex. Come on, Alex. Yes. Oh, keep going. Go, pass. Go, yes.
Right, we're not arguing.
Oh, they took Becky. They took Becky off.
No, Becky's there.
No, Becky's over there. That's Mia.
That's Mia.
Becky's a little. She doesn't really.
Your ball.
Go on.
Pass the ball.
Pass. Ted. Go on, Ted. Ted. Good boy. Oh, yes. Mia.
Get the ball.
Ted's coming all apart. Ted's coming apart. Go on, Mia.
Right, pass the ball.
Mia. Oh, go on, Alex. Oh. Tiger. Well done, Alex.
Great tag, Alex.
Get your defensive line of ours.
Ready? Now go forward a bit.
Alex, good lad.
Well, spread out, boys. Right, come on.
Come on.
Go, Tag. Good. Well done.
You hurt your hand.
I don't want to rehearse some more at work.
How's the line going to be?
I don't know. It doesn't look like. It doesn't look. It's not looking promising.
Alex,
So.
forward, supporting
Come on,
Ted.
Alex.
Come on, Alex, yes.
Pass, Alex. No, he's doing. He's got it. He's going. Go.
Oh, no, too late, I think. He tagged him.
Tag them. What have you done?
What's happened to you?
Between his fingers.
Did he give it? Great tag!
You really do not know the rules, do you?
Come on, get a Ted. Tag him, Ted.
Oh, well done, Ted. Yes, go on. Well done, yes.
Is that it?
Probably, yeah. They've had a good
I think so. Let's go anyway. Our refuse says you can't score.
Oh
well. Hip hip.
Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hooray! Hip hip! Hooray!
Well played. Well done, everybody. It's a good game.
All of them!
Come on, Wells.
Nice quiet. At the back of our last pitch, right at the back is Leamingtons. Yeah. Okay. Guys, we're starting.
Right, come on, Wells. Come on, Ross. Ted. Come on. Get him. Tag him. Pass, tag. Come on.
Well done, Ted.
Tag.
How did he do? 6 tags.
There's unlimited at this age. Next season, 6. Next season, 6 tags. Great defending, guys. Well done.
I won't count next time.
Come on, House, get it back.
Come on now.
Good pass, back your players up.
Give it Sam, Ted.
Go
Come on, Alex. Come on, Alex.
Come on, Alex. Come on, Alex.
Come on, Alex. Come on, keep going. Pass it, Alex.
Good boy, good boy.
Pass it. Quick.
Come on, Will. Come on, Will.
Why have I blown the whistle then, guys? So Leamington ball here.
Alex.
Well done, buddy. Has everyone got 2 tags on?
Come on, Alex.
You right, William?
What's happened there?
No idea.
What happened there?
That's fine, that's fine.
Get those tags. Hold your space. Hold your space.
It's a forward pass.
Forward passes, no sign.
Oh, right.
Right.
You went straight out the line. It should have been the tunnel. You went straight out the line.
Come on, boys. You gotta get going.
Come on, House.
Come on, you lads.
Come on, Wells.
Right, think, Alex. Run.
Come on, who else?
I don't think it's anything to do with the coaching. Back on me, Sid.
Run forward!
Come on.
Forwards!
Forward.
Go,
Go,
Alex!
Alex. Go, go, go. Go, go.
Alex!
What happened? Did he not give it you? Did he not give you a try? Did you knock him to the head? What happened? What happened?
What's that?
Hey, Bud, you got a try though! Is there any blood?
What's that?
Any blood?
Yeah, no, he
Any
didn't give
blood?
it.
Lambs, come on.
You didn't give that bit. You didn't give that bit. You were right.
Good work, girls! Boys, spread out!
Leamington, think where you need to stand if you want to catch it.
Come on, Alex! Go, go, go!
Your tag.
Come on, tag, tag! Come on, tag,
Get those tags.
tag!
Well done, Alex.
Oh!
Good try. Well done. That's right.
Come on, get back.
Keep going back. Stay in the line with your teammate.
Back.
Go, William! Pass it!
Ready, William? Play it. One time.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Come
Go
on,
on,
Mo.
Ted.
Come on, Ted. Come on, Ted.
Go, Ted. Come on, Ted.
Pass it. Keep
Good
going.
boy. Good pass.
Go on, Joe.
Good
Go,
pass.
go, go.
Yes.
Stay forward, Alex! Stay forward!
Good
Come
run,
on,
Ted.
Alex, another one!
I think good tag and you gave the tag back as well.
10 tags.
Oh, good job, Tom, already. Do you know this one?
No, you put it all on. Brilliant.
Tag, tag! Go, go, go! Tag, tag, tag! Go on, Alex!
Well done, Alex.
Hey, yellow.
Ted, you're back.
Come on, Ted, Ted.
Go on.
Push back.
Then we're in touch, are we? Ready, Tom?
For you to go and get a burger or a hot
Come
dog
on,
and
Alex!
play
Come on!
Come on, keep going.
Go on, Maya.
Come on, Mia.
Go on, Mia.
Pass it, Mia.
Good girl. Good girl.
Pass it,
Go. Good boy, Ted. Good boy. Yes. Oh, yes. Good bit of passing there. Oh, excellent.
Back into the run!
Come on, you.
Excellent.
Come on, keep going.
I'll tell you, Colin, all you can hear on this video is your mother shout.
Right, your man, your man.
Come on, tag him! Tag him!
Come on, tag him.
Right, your
Tag him, go on. Yeah. Oh. Good boy. Good run. Come on, Alex. Oh, good boy. Come on, Alex. Come on, Alex. Good run, Alex.
Don't keep scoring.
Went backwards, go on. Let's go.
Yeah, good.
Yours, Ted, yours, Ted.
Ted, good boy, Ted. Good, come on, Ted. Come on, Ted. Yes! He definitely had his game face on then. He definitely had his game face on there.
Good. Well done, Ted. You all right, mate?
Will's character. That's what he's
Come on, there's Ted.
Well done, Ted.
And again.
Come on,
Go on, Joel. Go on, Joel.
Ted.
Does he want to go back on again?
You want to go back up? You want to go back up? You mean this now? Don't that big.
We've got 3 minutes off.
You know what
I'll give her a couple.
That's what we need to change to start with.
Come on. Good boy.
Stay with your hands. You're going to pass back. Defend the space. Defend the space. You're right, Joel.
Yours, Alex.
Tag.
Tag, well done, Joel.
Hey, Belle.
I'm just going to go over there and go next. Are you filming?
Yeah.
Go, Alex, on your own. Go on, Alex. Go on.
Just cheering on Alex. Awesome, boys. Well done, boys. Watch.
Good side, yeah.
Well, tag.
You're offside, yeah. Well played, good game.
Yes. Well done, Wells.
Sam, are you going to... 3 steals today, the ball's dropped on the floor. He's picked it up and run and scored twice.
Come on, you lot. Well done, Wells.
You reminded him. Yeah, good point. At that point, didn't say.
Cheers for Leamington. Hip hip hooray! Hip 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 hooray!
Louder, guys.
Hip hip
Jed, you're supposed to be doing it.
Well, that's it.
Just shake some hands. Shake some hands.
Well done, guys. Good game.
Thanks, Ref. Good stuff again. Thank you, Ref.
Nor you.
Yeah, good stuff, mate.
Nor you. Take a picture. Nor you. Stand over there. Nor you.
Three people that
Not as an actual call. They have plenty of confused.
Ninth year this Rugby for Heroes tournament has been going on, and I'm sure you'll agree, a fantastic spectacle, a wonderful weather and environment we've been working in. So we've got some big thanks to make, and the first one is to Mike Valance. So Mr. Valance, big wave over there. Let's give him a big cheer and a big clap of hands, because without Mike and all of his team, this wouldn't be possible. Gaz Nash, keep clapping, Gaz Nash. The 353 team, Charlie Sabin, Mark Edwards, Julian the bar team. It's fantastic. A whole team of volunteers for the whole weekend, and all of the proceeds go to the Help for Heroes charity. So an amazing spectacle. So thank you very much to Mike and the whole team. Brilliant. And they've promised to come back next year to make it even bigger and better for the 10th one. So please come back again next year. So thank you. And the event wouldn't be possible without some very important sponsors. So there are some key sponsors here which I'll talk about. So Barry and Trevor Roberts from Godiva. So we have a clap of hands, please, for Barry and Trevor. Long-time sponsors of the festival and fantastic supporters. So thank you to them. And then specifically for the mini and junior section, so today, two of the dads from the minis and juniors. The first one is Mike Divers from Brooks McDonald. So thank you to Mike and the Brooks McDonald team for all their new sponsorship this year. Fantastic. And to Simon Lavin from Martel Rubber. So big thank you, big thank you to all the sponsors. It wouldn't be possible without them, and also the festival organising team. As you can imagine, it's a big operation, and it takes a lot of organising, and almost a year to put the whole thing together. So fantastic, and thank you very much. So without further ado, we've got two things happening. So Richard is going to talk about, Richard Kilpatrick is the head coach of the under-9s and has done an amazing job of putting all of the fixtures together and getting all of the logistics together for today. So a big round of applause for Rich, please. So Rich is going to come up in a minute and give you some stats about today, because it's pretty incredible actually in terms of the work that you guys have done, the players. So we're going to do that, and then at 2:20 Mike's going to come on and we're going to have 2 minutes silence obviously in remembrance of the war heroes. So that'll be at 2:20 when Mike does that, and then after that we've got the flyover. So the flyover will be 2:33, I'm told, very precisely. So that will happen at 2:33, and then straight after that, medals and certificates. We'll call you up by club. So that's what's happening. So over to you, Rich.
Thanks, Lucas. So, as Lucas said, well done everyone for coming. It's been a great morning. We've had 10 clubs represented here today, and I want to hear who's the loudest club. So, we had Long Buckby. Are you loud, Long? Give yourselves a cheer. Well done. Thanks for coming. Lichfield, I reckon you could be louder than Long Buckby. Thank you for coming. Rugby St Andrews. And great to see a school represented, not just a club. Warwick School, thank you for coming. Rugby Lions. Shipston. I'd expect this to be quite loud, there's lots of them. Broad Street. Earlston, they think that was loud. Earlston, over to you. Now, Kenilworth, come on, you can be the loudest. Well done, Kenilworth, thanks for coming. To our noisy neighbours, Leamington. And last but not least, to Old Leamingtonians. 10 clubs, 38 teams, 90 matches. That's over 15 hours of rugby we've had this morning. Over 8 pitches with 300 players. Give yourselves all a big round of applause. We've also got a special guest that's going to help with the medal presentation when we get round to that. I'll introduce Tom Dodd, this big unit here. He started off at Old Leamingtonians at under-7s. He's plays for Worcester Warriors. He's just been playing for Scottish under-21s. Lions 2021, do you reckon? Let's see, this is Tom, he's going to be helping with the presentation. Big round of applause for Tom, thanks for coming. I'm now going to hand over to Mr. Divers, to Mr. Valance, wherever Mike is. He's easily lost. He's going to do it from up there. Mike's going to speak from up there about the call on the remembrance part. Pass over to Mike.
One, two. That's working. Thank you very much. Good afternoon. Thanks very much to Lucas, Rich, Warren, Henry and the whole team, Kate Upstone, the whole team have done an absolutely amazing job doing the mini festival today. Can you please give them a massive round of applause? Massive round of applause. They've been amazing. So as is traditional at Rugby for Heroes, we are going to spend a couple of minutes of your time to reflect on the sacrifices made by men from Warwickshire and from the West Midlands. We have a band obviously that's tuning up at the moment. They will be stopping very shortly. But what we wanted to do is, in tradition with the Rugby for Heroes festival format, we will be reading a roll of honour, a list of names of the fallen men of Warwickshire and the West Midlands who were lost in the recent conflicts in Afghanistan and Iraq. So I'm going to read that out, then I'm going to hand over to our representatives from the Royal British Legion, who will conduct a short remembrance service, 2-minute silence, and if everything goes according to plan, we should then be able to see something fairly impressive in the skies. So if I could ask you please, give you just a quick 1-minute warning to check your phones that they're set to silent, and then we'll get started with the service, literally in 1 minute. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. No, it's not. Well, I can't hear it in there anyway. Do you want to stand here in front of me?
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah. Yeah.
And then we'll see the ones, the one that we saw yesterday.
I think so.
Ladies and gentlemen, could I please ask for silence at this moment in time? Could I please ask for silence, please, from all players as we conduct the remembrance service? I'm going to read out the names of the fallen soldiers from Warwickshire and West Midlands that fell in recent conflicts in Iraq and Afghanistan. Before I do that, I'd also like to make special mention of the fact that this year is the 35th anniversary since the Falklands conflict in 1982, where 255 soldiers, sailors and airmen lost their lives liberating a piece of British nationality in the South Atlantic. And I wish to thank the veterans who are here today who served in that campaign from all of us. So thank you, and we offer our deepest and grateful thanks and thoughts of remembrance to you today. So I'm now going to read the names of the fallen. Sergeant John Jonah Jones, 1st Battalion Royal Regiment of Fusiliers and Old Silhillians Rugby Club. 2nd Lieutenant Richard Shearer, 1st Battalion the Staffordshire Regiment. Private Leon Spicer, 1st Battalion the Staffordshire Regiment. Private Philip Hewitt, 1st Battalion the Staffordshire Regiment. Lance Corporal Paul Muirhead from Bearley near Stratford-upon-Avon, who lost his life serving with 1st Battalion the Royal Irish Regiment. Colour Sergeant Philip Newman, 4th Battalion the Mercian Regiment. Private Jeff Doherty, 2 Para. Private Joe Whittaker, 4 Para attached 2 Para, and a member of Stratford-upon-Avon Hockey Club and Stratford Athletics Club. Warrant Officer 2nd Class Gary O'Donnell, George Medal and Bar, 11 EOD Regiment. Trooper James Monday, D Squadron Household Cavalry Regiment, who played his rugby for the British Army and also for Old Saltians Rugby Football Club. Rifleman Joe Murphy from 2 Rifles, who played his rugby at Yardley and District Rugby Club. Sergeant Simon Valentine, 2nd Battalion Royal Regiment of Fusiliers. Fusilier Lewis Carter, 2nd Battalion Royal Regiment of Fusiliers. Lance Corporal James Fullerton, 2nd Battalion Royal Regiment of Fusiliers. Fusilier Sean Bush, 2nd Battalion Royal Regiment of Fusiliers. Sapper Guy Mellors, 36 Engineer Regiment. Staff Sergeant Brett Linley, George Medal, 11 EOD Regiment. Private Conrad Lewis, 3 Para, and a man who played his football at Ajax FC and swam for Leamington Swimming Club. And finally, Corporal Michael Thacker, for 1st Battalion, the Royal Welsh Regiment. This concludes the reading of the Roll of Honour of the men who fell in Iraq and Afghanistan from Warwickshire and the West Midlands, and I'll now hand you over to the Royal British Legion to conduct the Remembrance Service.
They shall grow not old, as we that live grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun, and in the morning, we will remember them. When you go home, think of them and say, for our today, they gave their tomorrow. Thank you.
Can I please ask you to show your appreciation for the Royal British Legion? Thanks very much, everybody. And while we wait for our airborne visitors, which will be flying probably from that way, I think, I also wanted to just mention something. We have very young children here today, and they've been all fantastic and very respectful. We also have another gentleman with us, Rusty Warman here, who served in the Royal Air Force in the Second World War, flying Lancaster bombers, and we're very honoured to have him here as a special guest. So please give him a wave. So according to my clock, in 3 minutes' time, we should be having the first of the flyovers from the Battle of Britain Memorial flight. So thank you again for your attention, and thank you very much for coming and supporting this great event. Thank you very much.
You point that way, I'm pointing that way. Between us, keep it that way.
Which way did he say?
I don't know.
Oh, two back, that's brilliant.
Forward a bit. Forward a bit. Hold each other. Move along. Hold down each other's front as well.
Let's have a huge cheer for Old Leamingtonians under 7s.
Guys, big smiles.
Can I get the under 8s to me, or Wells?
That's it, guys.
Slowly.
Good boy, Ted. Good boy, Ted.
Made it back from the toilet time.
Come on, Ted. Look at me, Ted. Ted, look at me. Good luck.